Hi lovelies, so welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strand and here is Ballistic Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate. Alright, you guys are the real MVP. So guys, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys because I find this super educating and interactive one at that, where this Russian woman is out to spill facts about how black women, especially the successful one, is being treated in the US. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of all the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
America is so deeply rooted in racism and particularly misogynoir that even if you are from America, being a black woman does not make you an American. And America does not want to claim you as one of their own. The only people that they want to claim as one of their own are white. This is especially and very particularly clear in cases of Beyonce, of course Meghan Markle, Serena Williams, in the case of Simone Biles, because America does not consider black people or people of color Americans. When I came to America, the most interesting thing for me to realize was like, oh, so like white people get all the credit for the stuff that people of color actually introduce into the culture. I just thought this was like a system that y'all employed. Like I thought it was like, oh yeah, we all look to the people of color to set the trend and then we all copy it. Like that's obvious. And it wasn't. I was just autistic, it turns out, the whole time. So it wasn't obvious to everybody else. But back in my country and like other countries in Europe, like I know this for a fact, like you were saying, like they defend women from their country just for being from that country, right? It's like, no, she's ours. Like you don't get to say shit about her. But again, because there is this distinction in America of like, you're not really American unless you're white. And they don't get claimed. And it is so obvious because like, again, in any other country, had a woman reached the fame and status levels and the accomplishments that any of these women that I named off have reached, like Beyonce, who's from Houston, Texas, like the most all-American thing that you can imagine, like she is it. And America doesn't claim her. In fact, a lot of people will tell you to your face without even being prompted that they don't like Beyonce. It's never encountered that in other countries. Like I've never really dealt with that because it's super weird because she's clearly very accomplished. You don't have to like her, but a lot of people will even go as far as to say that she's overrated. Based on what? Who else is doing any of the things that she's doing? She's overrated compared to whom? She's literally alone in her category and people say she's overrated compared to whom? Who is underrated compared to her? No one. The things that she's been able to do are literally unthinkable for most other artists. She's the celebrity of other celebrities. There was a line to come say hi to her at the Grammys, and she didn't win Album of the Year. Taylor Swift did. It's weird, guys. It's weird. In any other country, like Simone Biles would be in every commercial, but I don't see her getting those kinds of brand deals. With Meghan Markle, like with all of these women, it's like, America, take the fucking W, but they're too racist to take the W. To even like celebrate the fact that a fucking American married into the British monarchy. Like that's high level infiltration. And Americans are like, I don't know, I don't care. Like, no, you're fucking crazy. Like any other country would be up in Britain's face, like celebrating, being like, how's it fucking feel? Like Serena Williams was not allowed to wear a life-saving cat suit to play tennis. A game that she arguably like owns at this point. Like owns. She has more championship titles or whatever than any man, any white woman, and yet America is just like, yeah, I mean that's Serena Williams. Like no fanfare, no big deal. Simone Biles, the most decorated Olympian of all time. And America just won't take the W and put her in every commercial and have her be the spokeswoman for everything. Like it didn't make sense to me until I really understood racism. And it's because America has a problem with being represented by black people. Whether that's due to like guilt, shame, racism, or anything else, it's wrong. It's wrong. That's why it happens. Like if you're wondering like why maybe some black women also don't come together and like defend these women, is because there is reward in your proximity to whiteness in America. So the closer that you are to white people's opinions, the more as a person of color that you are rewarded and doors are open for you until they are inevitably slammed in your face because you have gone too far. But it's a way to sort of function in this giant fucked up mess of a society because you need to put food on the table. So you adopt the opinions and mannerisms even of your oppressor, because it makes it easier to function. It makes it easier to not have to always be on defense against other people who are like you. The offense is always there. You just don't realize it unless you're one of those people. And then you realize how much easier it would be if you were just on the other side of things. And that's really fucked up, but it happens. And so a lot of black women, when they turn on other black women, it's because there is reward in that for them. There is. America rewards your proximity to whiteness. But at the end of the day, even if you are like white passing or whatever, there's still a ceiling that you're going to hit where people are not going to come to your defense just because you're from America. Even if you are in any other way, like an American household staple, like everybody knows and probably even loves at least one Beyonce song. I'm telling you, in any other country, you are a distinguished part and representation of that country, and people will defend you just because you are from that country, as this commenter is saying, which they're spot on. But not in America. Not in America. In America, if you're a black woman, you cannot be used as a representation of America. That's because they don't want everybody else to know how much they've stolen from black women and how much of this country really is the work, the literal work, sweat, blood, and tears of black people and people of color in general. If they were to actually start uplifting and supporting and claiming black American women, if they were to start doing that, the standard of excellence would be set way too high for another white man to ever reach it again. So it's kind of like by downplaying and not recognizing any of black women's accomplishments, almost like we're ignoring that the bar is actually up here and we're clapping for people who can get up here, and we're like, oh my gosh, that's Ryan Gosling, Joe Biden, look at him being interviewed for 20 minutes straight. Like, the bar can be so low if you don't recognize the achievements and the exceptionalism of black women. So it helps the whole country to keep the bar low, because otherwise there is no competition. That's what I mean. Like, when people say Beyonce is overrated, who is she competing with? No one. No one. When people say people like Serena Williams or Simone Biles are overrated, they are literally, these women are in categories of their own. There are none others like them. And people still say that they're overrated because that helps keep the bar low for white men and white women to excel. Meanwhile, black people and people of color have been up here for years just being ignored and not recognized for these achievements, so that everybody can gather around and clap for mediocre white men. That's what really this country was founded on. It was a bunch of white men who didn't want to be told what to do anymore, and they wanted to be, you know, recognized for their accomplishments. They wanted to be independent. They didn't want to be part of anything. So they made a country just for themselves. And it shows. It shows. Everything in this country is a wheelchair ramp for white men. And again, it shows. They are the least stable, most easily threatened, most fearful, most insecure demographic in this country, followed very closely by white women. Because wheelchair ramps only make you weaker, not stronger. And ignoring other people's accomplishments doesn't make you better at anything. It makes you lazy and spiteful. That's America for you. That's what it was built and founded upon. Laziness and spitefulness. Those are the results. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Godspeed.
Like, seriously, lovelies, I totally understand where she's coming from and where she's actually hitting. Like, let's take for instance about Beyonce and her country music saga. A lot of these people are not pleased that Beyonce decided that, okay, I'm gonna play the country music and all of that. You see the way at which people were reacting. A lot of people have so many commentaries, especially pink-colored people, with their negative comments, because they are like, oh, why would she do that? Why would she actually do that? A lot of them even went as far as saying that country music was not actually invented by black people or black Americans. They went ahead to talk about, somebody actually posted a pink-colored woman talking about how black women were so busy picking curtains, or black people were so busy picking curtains in the field. Why is it that they feel that they had time to, generate any form of country music? They were just using it as mockery until debates, revelations and all of that. Otherwise, when they're like, okay, they agree that, oh, you guys actually invented this. They don't want anything good to come from, black people. They often say you as, okay, you are not representing. You are not supposed to represent us. No matter how much you try to get up there, especially as a black woman, no matter how you want to, get up there, prove yourself, they will still not want to accept you as an American. Now, seriously, I think it's a little bit, fairer in terms of a man in America, a black man in America, They tend to, like, recognize men more compared to that of a woman. They see you as, oh, what, like, I don't just understand. They see you as someone that no matter what you do, no matter how better you actually want to present yourself, you are undeserving. You are still on the net. They will still treat you as a second class. This thing is happening everywhere. It's happening in the entertainment industry. It's happening in school. It's happening all over the place. It's happening in the hospital. No matter how qualified you are, they will still not accept you. No matter how intelligent you are, they will still not accept. That is why the issue of this, black job of a thing that has been roaming around, internet, and people are reacting to it. This is the reason why they feel that black people, which are undeserving, are meant to do some kind of linear job, while the real Americans, which happens to be pan-colored, are supposed to do a particular high pay or high profile jobs, because they do not believe that, oh, pan-colored person can actually be the real American representation. That is why they make it, impossible, which they have tried and tried, but black people are still striving. Black people are still out there. They are still changing the narration or narratives, no matter how they want to try. Especially, like, it really affects more of the black women at the way they've been treated. Like, seriously, the way you will work up yourself, go through your degree, become a professional wherever field you are, and these people will still not want to recognize you. They'll still want to, okay, like, I posted something related to this on my other channel, and someone was in the comment section talking about how when she stand out on something during her school presentation and all of that from a black person, like she wanted to like give a speech. They were all telling her not to give a speech of black person. They should just she just shift shit. Like, they wouldn't want you to present yourself. They would just like want to shift you under the carpet with all your intelligence and all of that, because they see you as someone that, okay, you are not supposed to be here, but you are just here because of our ancestors. Like, seriously, I totally understand where she's coming from. Anyway, lovely, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that I'll see you lovelies when I upload the next one.